These are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone. Scott Earhart here, Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Do want to thank you all very, very much for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us. We do appreciate it. I really hope that you will find what we have to show you today incredibly valuable. I'm really excited about it. I love giving this presentation. What we're going to take a look at today are just a really, really quick overview of everything that IAMS offers to our licensed producers um, as far as online tools go. In just a few minutes here, I'll open up our website. I'll go through some great tools that we have to help make it easier for you to do business. That being said, before we get into all of that, what I would like to do is go through just a couple of housekeeping items as well as a few introductory slides, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes of this presentation. First housekeeping item, and hopefully the most important thing that I will say to you today, is our phone number. That number is 800-255-5055. If there is ever anything that we can do to help you in the life, annuity, or wealth management arenas, please do not hesitate to give us a call. We absolutely would love the opportunity to be earning your business. Second housekeeping item, I'm going to launch a poll or two throughout the presentation today. If you would please take the time to just quick click yes or no on those. We do appreciate everyone's participation. And then final housekeeping item are questions. This is a really interactive presentation. So I'm hoping that there will be some questions. Please feel free to type those into the questions box provided. At the end of the session, I will we'll go through those. It's a little difficult to do it, in real time as we're flowing through everything, but I will definitely make sure that I get to them at the end of the presentation and hopefully answer any questions that you may have. That being said, let's get into a few introductory slides here. Business builders, great conversation here. I love talking about this. All I'm going to talk about for the next couple of minutes is putting money back into your pocket with the business builders. I'll start with our referred producer program. Our business here on the wholesale side of the industry is so similar to yours out there in the field, in that the best lead we're ever going to get is a referral from one of our valued clients or you, our valued producers. So we want to make it worth your while. When you refer an individual over to us and they pick up any license through IAMS, we're going to give you a $50 check just as a thank you for that referral. Now, where the real money comes into play is as your referral writes business, we're going to give you a 20 basis point override on that. Steve and Charles, our owners, sign those checks at least quarterly, and they do send out checks for thousands and thousands of dollars at a time. It can be very, very lucrative for you. That being said, if you'd like to learn more about the program, or if you have someone that you think might benefit from doing business with us here at IAMS, please email me their information, scott@imsinc.com. Type it into the questions box. When I call to follow up with you after the presentation, let me know who they are. I'll do the best I can to get them recruited over here to IAMS and hopefully get you on your way to earning some referred producer dollars. On the bottom, marketing reimbursement. I believe this to be the most lucrative reimbursement program available in the industry. Rough numbers on it: for every 100,000 in premium through IAMS, we're going to put $200 into your marketing reimbursement account. I call it your marketing reimbursement account because we do truly consider it to be yours. We don't put many restrictions on marketing reimbursement. You can use any vendor you'd like. You can grow the account as large as you want. You can grow it for as long as you want. We're not going to make you roll it out or do something like that. Basically how it works is, let's say you have a marketing expense, a business building expense, send us a receipt for that. We will hopefully cut you a check the same day, get it out to you. I think it's a great way for us to say thank you for your continued business and partnership. Moving on to new producer builders. So if you are new to IAMS, or if this is your first introduction to who we are, you are going to be eligible for our new producer builder. As you can see, there are 3 levels that you can qualify at. And the qualification period is 180 days from your first license. So as you can see, each level. There's great stuff to choose from: cash rewards, personal perk, business building tools, all available to you. Certainly, if you'd like to know where you stand, or if you'd like to learn more about the program, let me know. Love to have that conversation with you. Love to see what we could be doing to help get you up to the level you want to be at, and get the reward that you deserve. Back office support. This is what IAMS is all about: saving you time, helping you work smarter, not harder. We do that. That is the culture of our practice. So, business building tools and resources, we're going to get into that here shortly. I'm going to show that to you. Case design assistance. If you've ever spoken with me or anyone on my marketing staff, uh, we are really, really good at case design. I've got a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge out there, and anyone in our marketing staff, life annuities, or on the wealth management team even, be more than happy to help you with designing the perfect setup for your clients or the prospects you're currently working with. Forms at your fingertips. We'll get into that here shortly. Submission to commission. Anyone who's ever written business with us knows Amber Williams and her team are, I don't say this lightly, I think our new business staff is the best in the industry. Amber and her team work so hard to make sure your apps are as clean as possible, submitted as efficiently as possible, and you work through the process as quick as humanly possible. And we do all of this to make sure that you get commissioned as quickly as possible. It's our commitment to you that we are going to do that for each and every case that you submit, and we absolutely love the opportunity to keep helping you along the way there. Life and annuity quotes. This kind of goes back into case design. We're here for you. We know that a lot of times the first step in the sale is getting an idea of what product's going to fit, so we can help you with those illustrations. We do have a 24-hour guarantee on that. My goal, and the goal I have for each and every person on our marketing staff, is same day illustrations. You ask us for an illustration, we're going to get it out to you that same day. You don't have to wait 2-3 days like you do some other places. We're committed to helping you be as efficient as possible. Top sales expertise and coaching. Our sales coaches that we have throughout the country are really, really the upper echelon of the industry, upper 1% of commission earners. They're here to help you. They're here to help you grow your business. New sales ideas, new techniques, all available to you. Paperless contracting. This is the ultimate save time, be more efficient bullet point here. We all know the pain of filling out new licensing agreements. We can take all of that pain away with our paperless contracting. If you'd like to learn more about the Efficient Forms platform, or how to get on it, just give Chris Mount, our licensing director, a call. She'll walk you through it. We'd love to see you on there, and it truly will help you save time and be more efficient. Creative marketing solutions. IAMS Creative, Josh, Tasia, the entire team over there, they do such a great job. We're here for you for ready to print, customized agency information, handouts, flyers, postcards, newsletters. All can be done right here in-house. Save you a ton of money. You give up no quality on that. Definitely help you see more people. Agency solutions. As far as building your brand, we can do that for you here. You don't have to go out and pay someone, not get exactly what you want. We can do that here. We can get a logo designed for you. We can get it placed on business cards, stationery, whatever it is you may need. We're here to do that for you. And then digital solutions. You'll see what Josh and his team have done with our website. We can do the same for you. We can really increase your online presence and your online marketing, and it's really not as intimidating as you might think. So if we can help in any way here, please give IAMS Creative a call. They're here in office. They'd love to chat with you about what it is that we do. Our website, I'm going to get into all of this here in a second, but we're really proud of IAMSinc.com. We've just overhauled it again. We continue to add new features, add new tools for you. So please, if you haven't already registered at IAMSinc.com, when we're done with today's presentation, go out and do so. I know you're going to see a sales tool or two here today that'll help make you more efficient. IAMS Wealth Management. As I talk about IAMS Wealth Management, I'm going to launch our first poll of the day, and I'm just going to ask you if you would like more information about IAMS Wealth. If you click yes, you're going to get a call from Charles or Mike just to kind of talk to you about what it is we do, who IAMS Wealth Management is, and how they may be able to help you. So I'm going to start with why we opened IAMS Wealth Management. It was really a natural progression for IAMS as an IMO to get into assets under management and have a firm to be able to help our advisors. It was really the next step in being able to help you offer your clients a broad range or a comprehensive planning experience. So we launched that. Now we launched IAMS Wealth with the intent of having the same feel and the same culture that we have here at IAMS. So it's very service oriented, very advisor oriented. We're not trying to nickel and dime you with fees, restrict how you do your business. We're here to help you increase your revenue, improve your client retention, and strengthen your client relationships. So if you've ever thought about obtaining your 65, I'd click yes. And see how this can help you grow your practice. If you are thinking about earning your 65, we have great education partnerships out there. We can certainly get you the study material that you need to help you pass it first time through and pass it with flying colors. Now, if you are already 65 licensed, if you are an IAR, I'd tell you, give us a call. We, again, structured this to be advisor friendly. So we don't have exorbitant fees. I think you'll be really, really pleased to see the technology we offer and the fee that's associated with it. If you're currently working through an RIA, give us a call. Just take a look at the platform, take a look at the technology, take a look at the fees that are involved here. I think you will be pleasantly surprised. That being said, I'm going to close down the poll. So if you haven't taken the time to click yes or no, if you would please do so. Certainly do appreciate everyone's participation there. Thank you, everyone. Life and Annuity Academy. I know I just shut down one poll, but now I'm going to launch our second and I believe our final poll of the day. And what I'm going to ask you here is if you're interested in our Life and Annuity Academy. We host at least 4 of these a year. We are done for 2017. First one is going to be, I believe, late March 2018. So we are currently accepting applicants for that. So if you click yes, you will receive an automatic link emailed out to you with some information and the ability to apply for attendance. What we do in our Life and Annuity Academies is we're going to bring in, probably 40 to 50 producers per academy. We'll fly you in normally on a Wednesday, have an evening session Wednesday, go all day Thursday, have a morning session on Friday, get you out back on a plane, and hopefully have you home in time for dinner Friday night. Now, what we do at these academies are we want to make it a sales and marketing experience, not some product roadshow. You can get product a lot of places. So we want to bring in our staff. You'll meet myself, Mark Raymakers, who's the head of our life team. You'll meet Amber Williams. You'll meet Charles Hiring Jr., the head of our RIA. And we're all going to present to you about what it is that our teams do here at IAMS to help you grow your business, different concepts, different programs, different sales ideas that we use daily to help our advisors be successful. That being said, you'll also meet Steve Murray and Charles Hiring, our executive team and ownership group. One of the really unique things I think about us here at IAMS is Steve and Charles, who own us, run us. They are involved in our daily operation. They want to know you. They want to understand your practice, and they want to make sure that we're tailoring your experience here at IAMS so that you get the best possible bang for your buck, for lack of a better term. We want you to be as successful as possible. So they are here to ensure that happens, and they're interested to get to know you. So I think that's a great thing. We'll also bring in a few different carrier reps. Now, when we bring in carrier reps, what we ask them to do is not just come in with product, but come in with an idea for sales of their products, the niche in the industry that they fit, where they work, and they do a great job of doing that. What I believe to be the most valuable about our sales, life, and annuity academies is we're going to bring in our sales coaches from throughout the country. Again, as I alluded to earlier, to be a sales coach at IAMS, not only do you have to talk the talk, but you must be able to walk the walk as well. So these are the upper 1% of commission earners in our industry, and they're going to show you exactly what it is that they do in their daily practice that makes them so successful and give you the ability to take that home with you and implement it in your own practice. Very, very valuable. That being said, we're going to move on from this. So if you haven't taken the time to click yes or no on the polling question, if you would please do so, I'd certainly appreciate it. All right, moving on, everyone. Thank you for your participation there. 2018 Marketing Summit. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. I do want to get into our presentation, but it will be February 25th to the 28th. We will have finalized invitations out by the probably 5th of January, I think at the latest. So we're really excited. Anybody here on the line that's been to an IAMS Escape or Summit will tell you the Steve and Charles spare no expense on these things. These are great. And we are lucky enough to be going to the Boulders Resort and Spa in North Scottsdale, Arizona this time around. And I'll tell you, this is my favorite resort in the entire country. I've been lucky enough to be there a few times. If you're a golfer, there are 2 golf courses on property that will not disappoint. Consistently rated top 10 in Arizona. Great spa accommodations are fantastic. Just a really, really neat and unique resort. So if you're interested in the 2018 Marketing Summit, please let me know. We'll get you out some information on that. Okay, now what I need to do now is I want to go through what we're here for. The IAMS online sales tool. We've got a lot of stuff out there, guys, to help you be more efficient in your business. A lot of stuff that if you're not in a position to take the time to call in, or if it's a weekend and you're working on some case design or late in the evening, something like that, a lot of great stuff here. The first thing that I want to talk about is term quotes. We do have iPipeline's term quoter, and I know term quotes can be a very transactional business, and a lot of times you don't want to spend the time to call in for something that is just so simple. Well, we can do it for you right here. We can do this for you. You can do it yourself. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. If you go to Life, there we go. We're spinning. If you go into the Life section and click term quotes, that little umbrella right there, what's going to pop up for you is a full term quoting page. There it is. Full term quoting page. You can get an array of illustrations right here at your fingertips. Very, very easy to do. So not that we don't want to run these quotes for you. We absolutely love the opportunity to help you one-on-one, but if you ever need it, it is there for you. Okay, that is available. Another thing that I want to point out to you is single premium life. Single premium life is such a huge part of our business, and it keeps on growing. And as the baby boomer generation continues to move further and further into retirement, I think it's going to only continue to grow. You can request a quote. You can watch a lot of great sales tips right here and get forms all available on SPL. A lot of people that we've spoken with are afraid of SPL. I tell you, check out these videos that Mark has put out there. Really will help you get more comfortable with single premium life. And I'll tell you what, if you add single premium life into your practice, it will truly increase your bottom line. Very, very good stuff there. All right. I do want to talk about training. I know you join us on these webinars, and we thank you so much. We've got our live trainings that we talk about. What I want to point out is on our monthly webinar calendar, if you're ever looking for training on a specific subject, if you just click there, and then this button right here, click to view recorded webinars, that's going to take you right over to our YouTube channel. If we're allowed to record a webinar, it goes into our archive. It's there for you. So take advantage of it, guys. Check it out. Great stuff available to you there. One thing that I absolutely love, and I want to switch over to annuities now, is the annuity quote engine. Um, if you're not familiar with our annuity quote engine, it is out there and available to you. And a lot of what we look at is income riders. We get a lot of questions for what's going to generate my client the highest income. If you click on income rider, the cash money button right there, it's going to link you right into the annuity quote engine. You can build out your client right here, state, gender, the amount of premium, um, and then this drop down benefit starts. How long do they want to defer? If you hit run quote after you've done that, it's going to show you in order of payout the best recommendation for an annuity all the way down to the least recommended, and then you can compare them. You can compare up to 3 at a time on one sheet. It's fantastic. Very, very easy to do there. Another thing that I want to point out to you that we have here on our annuity quote engine, you ever looking for a MIGA rate? MIGA product grid, all available to you. It takes a second to load, but once it's loaded, you can refine exactly what it is you're looking for. So right here, we got 20-year rate guarantees out there, but all are available. And here on the top left, you can refine it by state, premium, age, any other, if you want to see just one specific company, any other features, and you can refine it down so that you can see exactly what rate you'd be looking at. Another thing that I love is the fixed index product grid, and we're going to get into this a little bit here. So fixed index product grid by surrender charges. Let's see here. Let's just we'll do California, $100,000. Oh, not a million. If you want to send us a million, we'll take it. $100,000 on a 65-year-old. Let's see. Let's search that. And as you search it, it will load up everything that is available to you there. So it doesn't really give you a preference here. This isn't a comparison. This is just available product. Now, one thing that I absolutely think is really neat is, let's say we want to take a look at Equitrust's market value index. If you click on it, it's going to pull up the detail sheet on the policy. So rates right there, commissions, riders, withdrawals available, everything, a nice little detail sheet for you there. And let me close that down. If you're looking for a detail sheet on a specific product, sorry, a little cumbersome here. If you're looking for a specific detail sheet on a product, you can just go to FIA detail sheets, and it's going to give it all to you right here, again, by the same parameters that we hit earlier. This is such a great tool to help you refine what it is you're looking for. Again, if there's ever a time where we're not available to you, or it's the weekend and we're not in office, this is available to you. So we love the annuity quote engine. We use it a lot here internally. It is no charge for you to use it. Absolutely. Please do it. Okay. I want to look at a few other things here, and I'm going to go back to our home page, or annuity homepage here. Rate sheet. I do want to make sure that everybody knows that the rate sheet, we do keep our rate sheet out there. It's available to you. We try and keep it as up to date as possible. Quote request. If you ever are unable to give us a call or don't have it just isn't convenient, you can click that quote request button, type in the parameters you have. It's going to get emailed over directly to me, and we'll get that quote right back out to you as quick as possible. So don't be afraid to use it there as well. Okay, I want to go in to support now, our support tab. One thing I want to point out before we really dive into our newest edition is Assess Best. I know the Department of Labor ruling is um, has been pushed out a little bit, but if you are wanting to work under those guidelines or be prepared for it, Assess Best is available to you here. It's a great compliance tool that will help keep you uh, DOL compliant if you're working with qualified funds. So if you'd like to learn more about it, feel free to create a login there and take a look at it. Uh, if you'd like to walk through it, feel free to give me a call. We can certainly go more in depth there. But just a tool that we have that we can show you we're preparing for the future. If the DOL does come into play, we're going to have tools out there to keep you compliant. All right, now my this is my baby. This is my favorite thing that we have done on our website in a long time. Under the support tab, the sales resource library. Sales resource library is actually a complete system to help you with sales. Um, and it's going to help you all the way from prospecting to closing sales to annual reviews and referral generation. If you want to use it as an entire system, I would encourage you to take a few minutes and watch this overview video. It's a great video that the guys that developed the sales resource library created, and it will show you exactly how to work through this. The other thing that I love about the sales resource library is it doesn't have to be utilized as a system. Everything in here is a one-off piece if you want it. So I'm going to go through a couple of tabs just to make sure that I show you how thorough and how in-depth this is. One thing that we get a lot of call for here is different fact finders for different scenarios. This is it. So the fact finders window here, if you click on that, look at all of these fact finders that are available to you. I like the confidential financial planning questionnaire. So let's just click it and open it up. When you click it and open it up, you can see that you're going to have a PDF here. You can print this, you can save this. Now, one thing that I do love about this, and I'm going to show you here, is all of this is fillable. So you can do it right online if a client's in your office. We can just type this out. And sorry, I've got a Band-Aid on my finger. It makes it hard to type. But you can type all of this in here, fill all of this information, print it in your office, give a copy to your client, keep a copy in your files. But there's just a lot of great fact finders available to you here. So I want to go back and I want to just kind of give you an overview, all sorts of different things. And I mentioned annual reviews. I get a lot of conversations with guys with annual reviews are very cumbersome. But annual reviews, as anyone that's successful in this business will tell you, can be very lucrative. Here's a great annual review tool all down here for updating the fact finder, updating goals, things like that, all available to you there. So if you want a tool to help make annual reviews less cumbersome, I'd tell you to take a close look at this. Okay, let's go back here and take a look at a couple other things that are out there. Financial workbooks, budget organizer. I'm telling you, this is a great giveaway piece if you're doing a mailing to your current clients, anything like that. If they're looking for a budget organizer or something to help them organize their financial situation, these are all great tools here. And again, PDFs, all fillable. You can fill them out with the clients. You can give them as a giveaway. All great stuff there. So take advantage of that. Client presentations. This is so good here. Let's say you have to give a specialized presentation to a client. Client wants to talk to you. They don't understand stretch IRAs. Boom. Right here, click that. You can view the entire presentation. You can save it. It'll go through exactly what they are, how they work, different tables, all available for you there at your fingertips. So definitely take advantage of that. Great stuff here. And I mean, look at all these presentations. There's just a ton of them. So, okay, tax information. This is good stuff. Clients always have tax questions. You can get the tax digest, current tax table. This is updated every year. This is just information that comes from the IRS, and it's all available to you, and it's not branded. A lot of times we get tax fact sheets that are branded for an insurer, branded for a competitor. Guess what? This doesn't have that. It's a great, great way for you to be able to get your clients that information and not have to worry about them seeing somebody else's logo. FINRA resources. For those of you who may be registered, good resources here on investments and education for your clients. So definitely take a look at that if you are a registered rep with us. Specimen documents. I love this. Do your clients, estate planning is great. Like if they don't understand trusts or anything like that, or power of attorney, specimen documents, all right here for you. I promised I'd talk about referral lead generations as well. A great system here, and this is more utilizing the entire system with it, but a great great walkthrough for how to obtain referrals in different scenarios. So definitely take a look at that. And it does come with a video on it to kind of walk you through how it works. Target market lead generator. Do you have a specific market that you're looking to work in? Definitely take a look through this. This is good stuff. You can start your search right there. So a fantastic tool right there to help you hone in on who it is that you're working with. Now, beyond just working client facing, we do have things to help you grow yourself as well here. Mental vitamins and building your practice. A lot of great articles, quotes, videos in the mental vitamins from sales coaches out there. And building your practices. Let's talk about it. I mean, we all want to grow our business. We want to do more production. 6 systems to establish to help you grow your practice, all right there. And the final thing I want to talk about in the sales resource library are financial calculators. So we've all used Bankrate or Dinkytown, something like that. You go in there, you plug in what you need, you go to print it off to show it to a client, and it's got Merrill Lynch or AXA Advisors ad on there. This will do the same thing for you without that ad. So all those calculators that are available on Bankrate or Dinkytown are available here, just not paid for advertising with it. So a very, very easy system to use here. We use it a lot here internally. So also there is one other video on this, and I'll go back to the main menu to show it to you. So here's the overview video. I'm not going to click it because when you click it, it just automatically pops up and starts playing. But it's a great overview of the entire system, how to implement it as a system. I'd tell you take a look at that. And then cross-selling and e-marketing, another great video on how to cross-sell and e-market with this system. So if this is of interest to you, if it's something that you think you may want to implement, it's a free service that we pay for here at IAMS for our producers. Please take a look at this, watch those videos. If you want to have a conversation about implementing it into your practice, I'd love to have that conversation with you. That being said, those are our new sales tools and online tools that we are providing for you. We're continuing to add new things on, and we're excited about it. So that kind of brings me to the end of our presentation. If there are any questions as I am logging off here, please feel free to type them in. I'll be more than happy to answer anything that you may have. That being said, I'm not seeing anything pop up, so I'm going to go ahead and start the sign off here. I do want to thank you all very much for taking time out of your busy days to join us. I know 35-40 minutes with me on this presentation is 35-40 minutes where you're not making phone calls, prospecting for new sales, so we do really appreciate it. I look forward to speaking with each of you here today or tomorrow to follow up, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions at that point. And if there is anything that we can do to help you grow your business in the life or fixed annuity markets or wealth management arenas, please do not hesitate to give a call, 800-255-5055. Go out, have a great sales day, everyone, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.